Well, for no apparent reason, my camera cut off again. I don't know why. I must have accidentally touched something while I was scanning, but this is now the third video, and sad to say, I'm just about done. I'll try to find a couple more, but this is going to be my stopping point, where that little building is in between these two larger buildings. Kind of a note to self next time I'm out here. This is the farthest north that I've gone, so all of that is unscanned. All of that is scanned, with the exception of a little bit right here. I'm going to finish up here in this little area, and probably by the time the sun sets, that's when I'll be heading on out. So, all right, let's see if I can get a couple more real quick. It is now 8 o'clock p.m., right on the nose. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Man, finally, something. I was afraid I was gonna finish off this video without finding a single item in this third part here. Maybe I spoke too soon. It gave a pretty decent reading here. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was this. Just a shell with some barnacles on it. Oh, see, the spot of rust. Here we are. Another steak. Another really rusty steak. All the steaks today have been all rusted out, with the exception of that larger one that I found. If you didn't see my first part, that's what I discovered in the first one. Huge steak. Probably, what, 15 inches, I think? It's definitely the largest steak that I found. Probably the most expensive one, too. Just using the sand to wipe off some of the rust here. It's an effective method. It's not perfect. It doesn't strip away all the rust, of course, but just to clean it up just enough to drop into my pack and not get rust everywhere. Oh, there you have it. Well, let's see if I can find one, maybe two more items. I have probably about 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes worth of sand left to scan. So even if there's 10, 15 items that I come across, I'll dig them all up. I'll stay here until this area of beach is covered, because, you know, that way I'll know that I have indeed covered this spot. So it's just up and down until I get to, let's see, the dune, till right about right there. So I'm gonna go up and down until I get there. Probably about 10, maybe 11 passes. And for the record, each pass I consider is just down. Down and back would be 2 passes. I mean, I know a lap is technically down and back, so I probably should just estimate based on that, but whatever. Usually whenever I mention, oh, I only got 6 passes left to go, down, back is 6 passes, at least with my lingo. Unless I decide to change it. Someone's like, dude, that's not how you do it. That's 3 passes, not 6 passes. I don't know. Man, that sky is just gorgeous. Beautiful. And the color of the water is just really coming out. It's definitely greener. The water looks green-ish, kind of an emerald color. That's what they call the Gulf Coast, or the Panhandle area of Florida, up on the Gulf Coast. At least that's what I've heard, that they call it the Emerald Coast. The Fort Walton Beach, Destin area. I've been up there a couple times. My brother was stationed up there. What is it, Eglin? Is that what it is? Eglin Air Force Base? And a buddy I went to high school with, Pete, he was stationed up there. And when my buddy Pete was up there, that would have been in 2006, 4th of July weekend of 06. A buddy and I drove up there and hung out with him on the base for the whole weekend. That was cool. Not the first time I've been on a military base. I used to live on a military base when I was a little kid. An Army brat, I guess you'd say, even though my dad was Air Force. My brother's Air Force. My dad was Air Force, my grandfather was Air Force, and they wouldn't let me in on account of my hearing, because I'm completely 100% deaf in my left ear. I tried the Air Force first, they said no dice. Oh, look at that. He's cruising. Yeah, he's moving. How fast do you think that is? Maybe 30 miles an hour? Probably. 35 maybe? It could be 40. I'm guessing 35. But yeah, they wouldn't let me in on account of my hearing situation, so I tried the Navy. They said the same thing. And then I quit at that point. I was like, I don't know if I can handle the Army. And I really know I can't handle the Marines. I know my limits. I'm sure if I really applied myself, I'm sure I could make it, maybe. Wow, this is saying it's a dime. That'll be a good one to end on, if that's what it turns out to be. The pitch was too high for a Corona. Sometimes those Corona bottle caps they'll convince me that it's a coin when it's actually not. Actually, no, this is saying it's a quarter. Or did I already say that? No, I didn't. I said it could be a dime. Oh, look at that. It's up here on the surface. Here we are. Ah, look at that. Exactly what it said it was going to be. A quarter. This is 1997. Yeah, that's a good year. That's the year South Park started. Let's see, 97. The Fifth Element, that movie came out that year. That was a pretty awesome movie. Among many other things that I'm sure happened in 97. I'm sure it was a good year overall. I was in middle school back then. Back in the late 90s. Yeah, look at that color up there. That's nice. That's remnants from a storm that has since fallen apart, just up around in this area here. Yeah, I would be surprised if we end up with any weather tonight. See, all of this you're looking at, all of that yellow and white, all of this, that's all remnants from a thunderstorm from earlier today, a few hours ago. It fell apart and the clouds just dissipated across the sky. You can see it fading right here. But the storm wasn't in that location. It was actually back this way more. And just the air current just had it drifting out to the west. Way off in the distance, maybe that could be a storm. It's a bit too far away to tell, unless there's a flash of lightning. But yeah, there'd be a pretty good chance to see lightning here after dark. I would think maybe. There could be just a few showers that may just spring up after dark. I don't think I'd bet money on it. I mean, if I were to bet money, I'd say we're probably done with the storms for today, but anything's possible. Could happen. But, all right, let me see if I could dig up just one more and then I'll head on out. There's the sunset. It's going down. I don't think I'm gonna see it hit the water. This is probably as good as I'm gonna get for today. And there it goes. Now it's gone. So as far as I'm concerned, the sun just set. Technically, it didn't exactly set just yet, but the clouds underneath it, I'd be pretty surprised if the clouds broke up over the next, I don't know, 30 seconds and allowed for just a little bit more of the sun to peek through. I'm not holding my breath on that one. So yeah, the sun set on this 13th of May, 2023, here on the Florida Sun Coast, aka the west coast of Florida, Tampa Bay area. Oh man, that breeze feels incredible. Cool breeze. So if you're new to my channel, new to these videos, I just started doing these videos a few weeks ago. This is definitely a new thing that I'm doing. Where I'm at right now Indian Shores. I am just barely south of Indian Rocks Beach. And if you're familiar with the area, I am just north of Park Boulevard on Gulf Boulevard here. And down that way, that'll be St. Pete Beach. Well, I guess in order, it would be Reddington Shores, then Madeira Beach, then Treasure Island, then St. Pete Beach. And eventually you can get down, well, there's Paso Grill, that's also down there by St. Pete Beach. And then there's eventually Fort DeSoto, which you have to take the Pinellas Bayway to get to. Gulf Boulevard doesn't take you directly to Fort DeSoto, but there's a lot of beach out there. It's a great place to visit. And then this way, that will take you up to Indian Rocks Beach and Bel Air Beach area. And then on the other side of the causeway, as you're driving north on Gulf Boulevard, the other side of the bridge is Clearwater Beach. And then above that is, what is this, Sanibel Island, Honeymoon Island. There's a couple islands up just north of Clearwater Beach, up that way. So yeah, just a kind of reference as to where I am at the moment. There you have it. Okay, and I am on my final pass here. Did I get something? I don't know why, my detector's been throwing me lots of false readings today. I don't know what's up with it. I just cleaned it last night. I mean, why would that have anything to do with it? I don't know. And I didn't use any cleaner or anything. I just used just a dry towel just to brush off the coil and just trying to get sand off the detector. Here we go. Nice. I don't care what it is. At least it's something. All right. Let's see if I can't get this zoned in here. It's roughly here. I'm not sure if it's exactly there, but I figured I could start there. It says it's only 3 bars down, meaning, oh crap, I just leaned on some ants. Oops. Yeah, you gotta watch out for ants on the beach. Fire ants. Although they're not really moving like, yeah, not 100% sure if those are fire ants. Fire ants usually have like a white color or a cream colored, is it called abdomen? I don't know. Their butt. And these ants down here, their butts look black. But anywho. Oh, here it is. Oh, no wonder my finder's not on. Duh. Freaking idiot. But at least I found it though. That's good. I mean, that's a good way to end the video. Or at least with the last find. I mean, it's something. It's not a wadded up piece of trash. It's not a clump of foil or some foil from chewing gum or something like that. But all right, I think that's going to do it for me. I might walk and talk for a minute, but so once again, my own personal information. This is where I'm stopping, and all of that is open for the taking. So here we go. I'm going to start walking back. I mean, I can't get over how green that water looks. It's lost a lot of its color now that the sun has gone down. Whoops. Forgot to turn that off. And that's just for tonight. I will be back out here tomorrow, probably during the daytime. I had more obligations today, just errands and chores and other things. I also had to do some work on my personal Twitter account. I think I'm up to almost 7,000 followers, which took a long time to get there. It takes a lot of hard work to do that. And I got an idea the other day that I should go through my entire followers list and try to get rid of any bots, any fake accounts, people that have just one single tweet, but they expect me to follow them or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I'm oh crap. Water. There we go. But I'm going to go through that list, all 7,000 names. I'm going to go through each one of them, and if there's no profile picture, I'm going to unfriend. If there's no bio whatsoever, I'll probably unfriend. And if they have less than 100 tweets on their account, I'm going to unfollow. And I've already pinned a notification on my profile saying like, hey, if I unfollowed you and you are in fact a real person, just hit me up and I'll follow you back. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit more, just to make it just a little better. I don't know, I'm not sure if the company's in, I don't know if turmoil would be the word that I would use, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I'm allowed to follow up to 1,000 people a day, but for some reason, when I start following, I don't know, a little bit over 100 people for the day, I'll get hit with a 3-day suspension. You can't follow anybody for 3 days or retweet anything. So, not really sure why it does that. I kind of average about 30 people per hour. I mean, I try to stretch it fairly thin, but I don't know, frankly, it's kind of a waste of time ultimately. But I don't know, I enjoy it. That's the only social media platform that I really enjoy. I just like it being argumentative, hostile. I don't know, I just like that environment. All right, anyway, enough rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and head off the beach now. All right, heading off the beach. You know what Cape Cod is? All right. I've not been down this way before. This is a first for me, heading down this boardwalk here. But once I hit this stop sign, I'm gonna bust a right. Or will I? Yeah, that's Gulf Boulevard. That's nice over here. Not too bad. Doing some construction over there. Hopefully the building they're building isn't going to be too crazy big. Those are fairly new. Condos, apartments, what you call it. Yep, Gulf Boulevard. That is where I want to be. Oh, that's not nice. U-Haul's blocking the entire freaking sidewalk. I was going to cross, but that ain't going to happen. At least not until I can get around that U-Haul. Oh, what a jerk. I'm surprised they don't ticket them. I mean, I get it. There's only so many places you can put a freaking U-Haul. But I mean, to block the pedestrian and the bike path. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic because sunset just happened, so. All right, I'm gonna cross. Don't hit me. All right. Anyway, yeah, so traffic's gonna be a bit heavy. I was kind of hoping to, I was honestly trying to get out of there before sunset, but you know, it is what it is. And now I'm gonna be stuck behind this group of people probably. Or not. Good. Wow, look at that. Nice view. From Gulf Boulevard, you really don't get any views of the water from Gulf Boulevard. You could barely see it. Just barely a little bit right there. Very nice sky. Very, very nice. The Intercoastal. For sale? They're selling the unit here. Here's the front of that building. Detected in between, or back there. I remember checking that building out while I was detecting. I've not walked down this way. I've been up and down this road a million times, but I've not walked this stretch here. This is the first time I've done this. Typically, I'll just walk the beach back to where my parking spot is. But wow, I'm just realizing how far I actually walked down the beach to get to where I was detecting. All the way down to where those headlights are facing me. I'm down a little bit past that. The road up here eventually curves to the left. Wherever there's the traffic light, there's a pedestrian traffic light. That's where my parking spot is. I decided to go for a paid parking spot today, but luck is on my side because when I got to the lot, the machine is out of order, and there's a sign from Indian Shores, the town of Indian Shores, saying, "We apologize for the inconvenience that our terminal, our kiosk is out of order, so feel free to park for free today." And that's not the first time that I've seen that. It's actually happened quite a few times. Not sure why, but that machine is prone to being out of order. And it's nice because when it is out of order, we get free parking. And surprisingly, it's not full. Of course, if it were made aware online somehow, not sure how you would notify local tourists that a parking lot is free for the day. Maybe Facebook, I don't know. But it's better you keep that a secret. You don't want to let the world know, and then it'll be impossible to park there. That's why I keep a lot of the free parking to myself. I know of, let's see, oh, it's got to be at least 25 or 30. Yeah, look at all this traffic. This is all from sunset. Everybody was chilling at the beach. Watch the sunset. Now that the sun has set, everybody's rolling out. It's funny. It kind of reminds me of leaving a sports game. Like whenever I go to a Tampa Bay Lightning game or a Rays game. I've never been to a Bucks game. I'll take it or leave it when it comes to football. I don't really care about football. If I had to choose a team, I'd go with the Indianapolis Colts. But yeah, I'm not a Bucks fan. Never have been. Never even really tried to. But sorry, y'all. Nothing against football. It's just, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to watch, but it's not anything that I'll go out of my way to check out. And not to mention, I haven't had cable in forever. At least 10 plus years. It's really been a long time. So, yeah. So I don't have access to watch football unless I go online and watch it. Which, again, I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. But yeah, I absolutely love the Lightning. I love watching hockey. Hockey's a blast. And the Rays, I mean, baseball, I could take it or leave it. Honestly, I'm the kind of person who would prefer to go to a minor league game. We actually have two here. We have one in Dunedin, the Blue Jays, and then we have the Threshers that are in Clearwater, right on 19 and Drew Street. That's where their stadium is. But it's cheaper. It's like what? Last I checked, I don't know about COVID and inflation and all that crap, but last time I went, it was like $6. $6 for a ticket for box seating, and you can sit anywhere you want. So, definitely really cool. Reasonably priced. I don't know, there's just something cool about going to a baseball game, sitting outdoors, because the Rays Stadium obviously is indoors. But sitting outside, go to a 1 o'clock game, that's probably my favorite time to go. Go during the middle of the afternoon, midday, and just hang out, watch a baseball game, eat a couple hot dogs, have a beer, I guess, if you're in the mood. Not Budweiser. Oh, look at that, this property sold. Look at that. That's really cool. Looks like just a shed. Man, what a nice piece of property. On the harbor, you see the harbor right there? Very nice. That is awesome. All right, yeah, traffic light's there. I'm sure it's been in view for a little while, but that's where I'm going. I think my lens is smudgy, or it has that salty residue, whatever you call it. People who wear glasses would understand what I mean if you've been to the beach before, especially if it's breezy, even windy. You wear glasses on the beach, even sunglasses, I guess. After a while, this kind of blurry film starts to coat the lens, and I think that's what happened to my phone. That's why there's kind of a silhouette around the headlights as they drive by. And I've got a camera, not a camera case, I got a phone case on right now, so it's not really the easiest. To have to take it off the tripod, take it out of the case, then wipe the lenses clean. I could do it with the case on, but it's kind of hard to explain. The case that I have, it doesn't get all the way around the outer edge of the lens. Legacy Resorts, huh? That's cool. Vacation Resorts, Legacy. Man, that must be a really nice place in there. This can't be a part of it. I think this is a memorial park. I have not taken the time to go in here. Let me check this out. I've never been in here. I've seen it many times, but I've never actually stopped to see what this is. Wish I brought my glasses. Forgot them. That's cool. Oh wow, 1492 AD, 3000 BC. First evidence of coastal habitation. 2000 BC evidence, first pottery. America Revolution. Tocobaga become extinct. Yeah, the Tocobaga Indians, their capital. Yeah, here they are. These are the Tocobaga. They Safety Harbor was their primary settlement, and they've got burial mounds up there, and I think there's burial mounds over by Gandhi. That's really cool. It's just some trivia, local trivia. Town of Indian Shores Incorporated, 1949. Neil Armstrong, Barack Obama, whatever. Who cares? He's technically not. He's half white, okay, people? Not to get into that nonsense, but, you know, if you're going to call it, you might as well call it for what it is. And Clarence Thomas is the first black Supreme Court justice. Or was he? Wasn't there somebody else before Clarence Thomas? I want to say there was. In fact, I think there was some trivia question, I think, that I had heard regarding that. Thomas Sowell, he wasn't a Supreme Court justice, was he? Oh man, I'm looking like such an idiot. I'm usually all right when it comes to history, but well, that's what I get for opening my mouth. That's all right, but yeah, that's cool. It was just a local memorial that has just a time, sort of a time scale with it. Oh man, I hope I got my keys. Yep, got them. All right, here we are. This is the lot that I'm parked in. I went in through the Memorial Way. There's that roundabout. I don't think I've filmed back here before. It's always dark by the time I get to my car. Not today, though. Today, it's got some twilight. I think that's no, never mind. Well, it could be the police. Usually there's a cop that's sitting out here when it gets dark. Although this lot is technically 24 hours. You can park here anytime. I've had a few nights out here where I stayed out till midnight. Oh no, that's not a cop. That's just somebody probably waiting for friends, family, whatnot. All right. Turn it this way. All right, I don't want to show my license plate, so I'm going to cut it now. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.